Hello, world history. We're still on day 17. This is 17C. We are beginning a whole new world in that we are beginning what they consider to be the center of the ancient world. We're going to talk about China, ancient China. It is our fifth famous river of the ancient five river civilizations. So we've talked about Mesopotamia, Tigris, Euphrates. We've talked about Egypt, which has which river? The Nile. We just finished up talking about India, whose earliest civilization was found on which river? The Indus River. And then now we're going to China. And their earliest civilization is on the Huanghe River. So day 17C, geography of China. Just to kind of get an overview of China, it is similar in million square miles to the US, slightly larger than the US in terms of the size of the country. It's the world's third largest country within the continent of Asia, US being the fourth largest country within the continent of North America. The second note to write down is that China has two major rivers, and Chinese early civilization developed along the river valleys, as we've talked about the need for irrigation and larger scale farming to support a large population as opposed to earlier subsistence farming. China is no exception. It follows that pattern of early civilizations. The Huanghe River is the earliest civilization on which Chinese civilization focuses. And then you also have the Yangtze River. Here is a lovely picture. Wouldn't we love to visit there, of the Huanghe River in China? It is also sometimes called the Yellow River, which I know can be kind of funny, but it has a good reason for farming. This river contains loess, and loess is yellow silt, which is rich in minerals and helps to grow crops. When it floods, the loess kind of rises to the top, and it gives the whole river a yellow appearance. And you can see why when you look at what the Loess Plateau looks like. So it's the minerals that are in that particular soil there. Not lovely, all that farming that can occur there. Note number 4 is that the loess settles along the river valley, which is critical for farming. We need that mineral support there. So you can see the river valley and just all those rich crops that are produced as a result. This is the Huanghe River in an ancient Chinese painting. You can see it still had that same color, those minerals. God just keeps providing those rich minerals these thousands of years in the world, and it developed kind of apart from those other regions. The other 3 ancient regions that we looked at, Mesopotamia, the Fertile Crescent, Egypt, and the Indus River Valley, there's indication that all traded with each other at least sometimes. China doesn't have that indication as much. It kind of kept to itself language-wise. Its language stayed ancient. The inventions it had, it didn't share with the rest of the world for a while. So it was the first to discover quite a few things. So you can see the things that surround China that make it isolated. Note number 6 is that China has natural barriers which inhibit trade, travel, and cultural diffusion. You can see those natural barriers in the ocean, the Great Wall, the desert, the vast wasteland, the mountains, and the jungle. So it kind of stays here. Note number 7 is that the Himalayas, which are the world's tallest mountain range, dominate China's southwest border. The Himalayas include Mount Everest, which is the tallest mountain if you don't count freestanding mountains of Kilimanjaro, but it's the tallest in a range. Gets up the highest, gets up into the atmosphere the highest, and for that reason the coldest, the most difficult to climb.